Welcome back to Paralegal America, where we break down the biggest legal and political showdowns in Washington. Today, Senator John Kennedy confronted Senator Patty Murray over serious accusations about the Trump administration, an exchange as sharp as a razor. We're diving into what was said, what wasn't, and why it matters. Let's get into it. I was watching the Appropriations Committee, routine budget talk, bipartisan niceties. Suddenly, Senator Kennedy takes the mic. The room shifts. "Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't really have a dog in this hunt, but saying the president's been bribed, that's strong." This was no casual disagreement. It was a direct challenge. Senator Murray made pointed remarks, alleging bribery and calling the OMB Director corrupt, but Kennedy demanded specifics, not vibes, facts, names, evidence. If you claim bribery, say by whom, for what. Moments like this can tilt the tone of an entire hearing.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't really have a dog in this hunt. I think, like Senator McConnell, we ought to be driven by the numbers. And in order to be driven by the numbers, you've got to have the numbers first. I've sat here this morning, and I appreciate the bipartisan words. But with all due respect, Madam Vice Chair, when you say that the President of the United States has been bribed,
potential.
that's pretty strong. You say that Director of the Office of Management and Budget is corrupt. It's pretty strong. And I think if you're going to say someone has been bribed or someone is corrupt, you ought to be specific. And I notice you haven't been. And I don't think this is, listen to a lot of pretty words about bipartisanship. We get personal. I think it's productive. This is America. You can say and believe what you want. But if you're going to say somebody's been bribed, you need to say specifically by whom, for what. You say Russ Vought is corrupt, I want to know what it means, with all due respect.
The debate grew tense, a tug-of-war between bipartisanship and accusation. Kennedy demanded details. Murray stood firm. The room watched in silence. Before we dive deeper, hit subscribe for more breakdowns from Paralegal America. Kennedy's challenge wasn't just about defending the Trump administration. He said he had no personal stake. His point was procedural, legal, foundational. Words like bribed and corrupt carry legal weight. Kennedy insisted public accusations must be backed with specifics. Beyond the clash, there's a deeper story. Kennedy highlighted how political rhetoric erodes bipartisan trust, even in spaces meant for financial oversight. When things get personal, nothing productive gets done. Kennedy made sure that moment didn't slip by. That appropriations hearing wasn't just a disagreement, it showed the power of language, the weight of allegations, and why specifics matter when officials make claims. Senator Kennedy forced that conversation into the open. Subscribe to Paralegal America for more sharp political and legal analysis. Thanks for watching.